jumping on quickly. There we go. Know well, so we can kind of work through a couple of these things and move forward on the plans that we've been talking about.
Hi, Wally. Okay. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine now.
Good,
How
good.
is it?
Good, I'm good, thanks.
Yeah, fantastic.
So Wally, I had sent you over, and and certainly this is not anything that it's just a suggestion. It's just some ways we thought that you could build your plans, um, taking into consideration what you had already sent us, and
Yeah.
building on your idea of what you want to include in the free plan, and then building on those with the dial-in numbers that we are able to include as flat rated, so there's no usage and overage charges on this.
Good.
So in general, it sounded like that's what you wanted to do. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes. I wanted very limited dial-in um, numbers for the free plan and for the
Mm-hmm.
$10 plan. Yes, we have a bit more, especially for locations where there is quite a bit of some Nigerian or African diaspora. So that's what I had in mind, you know.
Oh, okay. Okay. So maybe we could just look at the free plan first of all, because
Okay.
obviously that's important, right? That's the one that most people will start off with, and the one that we naturally want them to upgrade from. So I
That's it.
I think there were a few things that we took the liberty of changing in terms of feature functionality to kind of scale that back so there would be more incentive to upgrade.
Okay.
I don't know, but I don't know if that aligns with your goals in terms of what you know your users, and you know who is going to need what from this system. So I think one of the things that we restricted here is recording, that you
Okay.
did not originally have restricted. Uh, so all types of recording. Is that, I mean, does that make sense to you, or was there a reason that you had included it in your original plan as the part of the free?
Um, um, this is it for me. I'd included them in the original plan so that they could have um, an experience of
Mm-hmm.
our features. And
Yep.
typically here, people are not willing to pay until they see those benefits. So, for instance, I
Got
mean,
it.
because Zoom was free and it started timing out after 40 minutes, but
Yep.
because they could
Yep.
see work, they were
Mm-hmm.
ready to. I know people are paying for Zoom monthly, right? So,
Yep.
so for enterprise, it's gone out that way. So for us too, we wanted to show them, especially the YouTube integration.
Mm.
That's fantastic. So I wanted them to
Yes.
have a sense, and then I could limit the number of participants, and then allow them to upgrade quickly. So that's why I included it there. And
Okay.
I said that watch this for like 6 months. I mean, it's our brand, and then we tell them that always subject to terms and conditions that can change.
Yeah.
So if 6 months down the line, if it doesn't work as intended, then we can now say no. You have to go with a paid plan to enjoy the feature. So that's why we put that in from the word go.
Okay.
I
Which
like it to be so. Yeah.
it makes sense to me, but and Noam, pop in because you've had more experience than I have with this, but I feel like that's almost more of a free trial period.
Right.
So whatever and you're right, we do the same thing, right? On our free trial, we give them everything.
Okay.
You're absolutely right. Like, here's everything because we want you to use it and love it and then sign up for
Right.
it. But we limit that free trial. So you could have in addition to these plans, a free trial period of whatever 2 weeks, a month, whatever time frame you set, and then that naturally it expires, and they have to go into some type of plan. So
Okay.
that's the point at which they would either choose to get into the beginner plan, which could be your free plan, or into one that provides them with some of the features that they experienced with the free trial.
So
Okay.
let me maybe jump in.
Yeah, please.
I would say, I think if from when we talked last time, I think it sounded like it was important to you, Wale, that you had a free plan. And part of that was sort of trying to make sure you sort of compete against Zoom and capture as much market as you can, which makes sense. And it also sounded like you wanted to target some churches in Nigeria, and that they wouldn't be able to pay, and you wanted them to be able to use it. And I think that also makes sense. So what I would say, Cara, is I think the way that he structured it is fine. What will drive people to upgrade will be they'll need more people to be able to join the meeting room like we are in now than 3, right?
Okay, so okay,
but it's sort of it's hard to predict exactly how conversions will go. It'll depend a lot on the type of people that are signing up.
Right, that's right.
But certainly, like at only 3 people being able to join the room on free plan. That's what we're looking at right now, right? This is
that's right. Yep.
Beginner. Then that won't be enough for most business use cases, and they'll need more. And if you want 3 people there or 5 people there, it sort of will that will drive how much free usage you get versus upgrades, right? That's a lever you can adjust as you go, I think.
Right. So, okay, and then maybe we should go back and add in some of the other features that you had originally included, and which we certainly can. This is just a
like add back all the things. I didn't realize you had changed those things. So
no, that's right. Exactly. That's fine. Well, so the YouTube, the recording, I can just go back to the original spreadsheet while I have your original one and just make sure we have that aligned.
Right.
Okay.
So just before you leave, thank you, Mom. You got it right. That's exactly our intention. But I wanted to get the commercial right. For this one, US, the UK, and France. That means it's going to cost me $2.7 times 3. That's $2.1 per subscriber. That is it.
It's hard to hear you. I'm not sure if you moved away from the speaker or that.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm in transit.
Okay.
Okay.
No, that's way better. Yeah, could you just restate that, please? Thank you.
Okay, so I wanted to get it right. So for the free plan that I have, the numbers for the US, the UK, and France, is that 0.7 dollar per subscriber? That's multiplied by 3. That's $2.10. Is that what I'm going to be paying for each subscriber that comes on the free plan as a cost?
No, that's per user in the account. So if you have a customer and that customer has 5 hosts or 5 users, it would be the 70 cents, $0.07 for each user. So 5 times whatever, $3.50, but not for every participant that joins the call. Does that make sense? So it's just per user. It has nothing to do with how many people are joining that meeting. It's how many subscribers you have associated
the hosts,
with the plan.
like people who own accounts that can log in and schedule and stuff like that. Not people who just participate.
Right. Not, yes, exactly.
But also, Wale, the 70 cents only kicks in when the total rev share across all your customers is below 70 cents per host. So if you have a mix of free hosts and paying hosts, and when you take the total rev share amount and then divide by the total number of hosts, the 70 cents only kicks in if that's below 70 cents. You know, it's a little bit hard to explain.
Sorry, I also lost you there. I'm sorry. Could you help me go over that again?
Yeah, I will. And you know what? What I'll do is Cara will get you that in writing.
Yeah,
okay.
it'd be easier, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. But basically, the way it works is, let's say you've got some free customers, like customers distributed across all your plans. You've got some beginner, some regular, some enterprise. The way the 70 cents works is we'll take all the revenue, right? And then we calculate the revenue share based on the contract. So then we have a dollar amount that you would owe us. And then we take that amount. Let's say it's $100. Just making numbers to make it easy. So then, and let's say you've got 10 hosts. Okay, $100 and 10 hosts. So then you would say 100 divided by 10 is 10, right?
Yes.
So even if 5 of those hosts were free, the 70 cents wouldn't apply because the total rev share amount is above the minimum.
Okay.
So you don't have to pay 70 cents for each host on the beginner plan as long as you have enough paying customers to make the total rev share go above that 70 cent minimum.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Now, if everyone is just on the beginner plan and no one is on the regular or enterprise plan, then it would be 70 cents per host.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, and you know it's a little it's a little convoluted to explain, but it gives you like the most flexibility to price this and market it and sell it. And that's why it's structured that way.
Right. Yeah. Please send it over in writing as well. So
right.
I have some comfort now though, so that's fine.
Good. Yes, it's better.
Right.
It's better. But Wally, are these numbers is this subset of dial-in numbers that here, is that correct? And is that what you wanted in your free plan?
Yes. Dial-in numbers, US dial-in, UK dial-in, France dial-in numbers.
Okay. So that's good. So what I'll do is I'm just going to go through the features and make sure that everything matches up to what you had sent previously. So we don't have to worry about those. I'll change those. But in terms of the next plan, and I don't know if you understand what we mean by the dial-in group name, because that's a little can be confusing as well. But essentially, we will group these numbers into a billing entity, and we'll name it something. So it'd be, and you can have whatever name you want. It doesn't have to be Connect, but you name whatever you want. So that would be a Connect plan. And the The following dial-in numbers and plans are simply ones that you have access to in terms of flat rating it as Noam just described without any usage
Yeah.
charge. I would suggest, since there's so many of them, that you could go through and restrict them or change them as needed. These were just based on some other plans that we've created, not only for us, but other white labels, and monthly costs as well for the numbers. So you can go through these and change them however they make sense to you. But the idea is that the dial-in groups build on each other. So if someone upgrades to the regular plan, not only do they get more users, they also get
Yeah.
all the dial-in numbers they had on the beginner plus dial-in numbers in these countries as well.
Okay.
And again, you can change this. You can add, you can make it just whatever you like. And then in the enterprise plan, your highest plan, the upgrade is, of course, to 50 users.
Right.
And they get all the dial-in numbers in the previous two plans. In addition, they get all of these other dial-in numbers, Israel, Chile, etc. So they've got a full list of
Right.
dial-in numbers, all of the features, and a higher number of participants. And then I wasn't sure about the add-ons. This is really just a dial-in group. If any, these are the more, we have like, they're more expensive countries per month, so we kind of reserve them as premium. They're still unlimited usage, but those are ones that, you know, and again, this doesn't have to be something you offer, but it's just an idea of the types of add-ons you can provide in your subscriptions to your customers. Does that make sense?
I get you.
We didn't include any other premium numbers where usage would be in play. So, for example, toll-free, UK toll-free, US toll-free. You have your own premium Nigerian numbers that you could offer, but you know, you can feel free to add those in as other plans, and you would just assign a permanent rate to those and overage, or include them in buckets, or whatever you want. For sake of simplicity, I left off the usage-based dial-in numbers here. I don't think you wanted to offer too many of them anyway. When we spoke, I believe you were going to limit those. Did I lose you?
I hear you. I'm
You
not.
hear me? You don't hear
Yeah.
well? Okay.
No.
Maybe we lost him. Wale, maybe, I don't know if you can hear us. You want to try reconnecting, like refreshing or even dialing in? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know either. The other question I didn't understand is where, I mean, we could go up to 100. So where is, you know, where
Yeah.
do we want to, right? So,
Yeah.
oh, there we go. Wale?
Yeah. Sorry, I dropped off.
That's okay. Where did you last, what was the last thing you heard?
Yeah, you were talking about the add-ons, if I understood them. Yeah. So the more expensive and the toll-free for other countries. Yeah. At the moment, no toll-free yet for
Okay,
other
okay.
countries. But you keep it basic.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. The other question is, our online meetings can go up to 100 participants. So
Okay.
where do you want to, I'm sorry, that is not beginner, that's enterprise. Is that something you want to offer as an add-on, as what you call a top-up? like, did you want to take that
Well,
participant limit up in the enterprise plan,
I,
or?
I don't think you can do it as an add-on effectively, right?
Mm,
Because so
right, you're right. Yeah.
I'd recommend making this 100, and then regular can be whatever you feel is the right number for that
Okay.
target customer.
Okay.
What do you have there
Okay.
now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Good.
you could change it or you can leave it, but this is, that's a big incentive for anybody who wants to hold larger meetings, right? So.
Yes. 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 Yes.
And
Yeah.
then with the dial-in numbers, probably the best way for Wale to decide is
Mhm.
to just understand the cost of those. And
Right.
so and Wale with the add-on, I think Kara's just trying to highlight there that we have this ability, especially with dial-in numbers, but other features as well, to add them on
Mhm.
to any plan. So if you did have an add-on for dial-in numbers, even someone on beginner would be able to add that to their plan. If you want to keep it simple, then I think we should just get to an understanding on which countries you want to include, and then just add, like, put those on the regular and or enterprise, and not have an add-on.
Okay. Okay. So just to help me, is it so the 70 cents is for a list of numbers, or is it for a particular country?
Um, the
Oh, okay.
70 cents, yeah, is the
Oh,
usage, right?
you're talking about the for the unlimited dial-in numbers. That's the 70 cents you're talking about.
Yes.
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 Okay. So Kara, Britt, how much was he going to charge for regular and enterprise?
Oh, that was, let's see, that's here. Here we go. So 10, 15.
So I think, Kara, I think what we'll have to do is, sorry, well, I was confused when you were talking about the 70 cents. I was talking about the per seat minimum, not
Oh,
about the dial-in number, the
okay.
unlimited dial-in number stuff.
All right.
However, I think what we can do and what I'm comfortable with is, we can, oh, people. I think that we can include them on these plans, as long as we do limit the size. So the 12 on regular is good, and then on enterprise, we would want to limit it to 250 probably. So it would be the total number of participants would be limited to 50, not 100 in that case. I think if
Right.
you wanted to have up to 100 people join via the phone on that unlimited dial-in number range, then we'd either want you to charge a bit more or pay the I can't remember exactly what it was, Kara.
Okay.
Oh, right. It was like $2, I think.
$2, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So, and yeah,
That's fine. That's absolutely fine by me. I
okay,
need to also try to limit my exposure, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So right. So I think that's fine.
okay.
What I've seen is that there's a particular company I think I talked to Cara about. they are using the platform now. They're using the account, the platform, and I see that
Hmm.
they usually have about 20 people joining, and they dial in the UK from the UK the most, right? So they are an investment company, and so I know that they try to structure deals, and then they need a lot of people collaborating. So I think um, there'll be sometimes for the enterprise quite they might not want to do the app. Many other times they might want to do the dialing numbers. So we
Right.
need to be able to
Mm-hmm.
do that, yeah, especially for the enterprise customers. When I
So
say enterprise, for profits, not the churches that
Right,
yeah,
right.
would come.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, the other thing that we can do is, so if let's say you want to have, some companies have more than 50,
Yes.
like 100. I think that's fine. But what we should do is have another plan that would cost a bit more per host.
Okay.
Um, or split out those dial-in numbers. No, I would add another plan, like a large meeting plan.
Okay. Right.
And and it would cost more than $15 per month. And then we could include the those unlimited dial-in numbers in that plan for up to 100 people.
You know what, Norm? I'll still keep it this way. You see them wanting to have more than 50 people, they
Okay, then we
would
can
have a
add it.
contact us, so they will be bespoke. So I want to keep the plans like free so that they're easy to understand. And
Okay.
then, so yeah, so that there's already a free plan. So I just tell them if you want any other thing apart from this, you contact us,
Yeah.
and then see how that goes.
No, one thing we could do, just so that you have it there, and so that we don't have to go and create it after the fact, we could we could we could create that plan, but have it hidden, so that only your administrators, not customers, would be able to see it. That's also
Okay.
an option.
Okay.
If you want to just not include it for now, that's also totally fine. But if you get, the difference would be, if you do get a customer who says, oh yeah, I need 70 people. If you've got that hidden plan, then you can just do it on your own. Whereas if you don't, then you'd have to, say to us, oh, I need that larger
Mm-hmm.
meeting plan now, and we'd have to go do
Oh,
it. It might take a
okay.
little bit of time to get implemented, that's all.
Oh, I see that. Okay.
So do you think that you would want that hidden plan? Like it
Yes,
would
I think,
Yep.
yeah, we would have it, the larger meeting plan, the larger meeting room plan, so that would only be visible to our administrators, and then,
Yes.
yeah, that's
Yep.
Okay, great. Um,
All right. So I need to revise this, but and send it back to you, Wale, and you can kind of think about the dial-in numbers that you want to include.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Noam, did you want to have do a high level kind of introduction as to how the Stripe might
yeah,
work?
sure.
Because I
The
know
last
Wale was interested in
one
that.
plan, Cara, is just make sure Wale understands the ID rental costs.
The monthly charge.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll resend that pricing as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, that makes sense. So I can totally, yeah. Okay. I'll do that. So,
Wale,
Wale,
with Stripe,
Yes.
um, what we'll do is we'll set up a striping. We'll set up a completely segregated Stripe and a completely segregated Stripe account that would be dedicated just for you.
Okay.
And so all of the payments would flow into that Stripe account.
Okay.
And then and then what we would do is we would then pay you based on our agreement, the correct amount. I believe every month based on the
Okay.
rev share.
Right.
I think that's
Um,
what you were looking for, right?
yes, but the 250, the $250 administrative charge looks
Yeah.
steep.
Okay.
Yes, and for
What
Stripe,
would yeah.
I mean, I hope we can make quite a lot of money, and so that the 250 becomes almost insignificant. But my challenge is one of which is that for us here in Nigeria,
Mhm.
using the Stripe to process our cards usually costs a lot more. It's going to be, I think the charges go about, we almost lose about 8% of the funds just because it's Nigerian cards. Yeah. And then the second thing is that we could also process these cards locally. Like we had said, we could use Rave.
Yeah.
To do that. So I'm trying to weigh that as against the ease of Stripe, but attendant cost that brings into the model. So that's my challenge, because if I look at that, if I do Stripe over a year, it's almost the cost of integrating Rave. And at the beginning, I don't know how much we're going to make, such that I don't even start to run at a loss because of Stripe. So to say
Yeah.
that,
Well, we don't
so
want.
the last part of it I was going to raise was that, is there also a place for manual payments? Because sometimes here in Nigeria, I mean, the companies might just want an invoice and then they pay into an account. So how would all of that now operate? We don't do a lot of card transactions, especially for companies yet. For individuals, yes, but for organizations, it's a bit tricky. So those are the 3 things I wanted you to look at.
Yeah. So, yeah, you can absolutely charge businesses just via invoice. That's something you can configure on an account basis. So if for a bespoke company, you would create their subscription and you would mark it as an invoice account. And then you would mark payments. Like, so when you receive the payment, you would go into the administrative portal and mark that payment has been received.
Oh, okay.
That would update the customer's balance. So yeah, that's absolutely fine.
Oh, great.
So and I think we're committed to implementing Rave. but I think we both wanted to be able to get started without having that be sponsor today, correct?
Okay. Okay.
So what if we did something where at the beginning, if
Yes.
things go well, then we'll implement. Well, we can decide together when we want to implement, right?
Okay.
We're committed to doing it. So
Okay.
just to get going, what if we could we could we do something where we have you guys even just a little bit every month to Stripe account, even if it's I don't know, it's something like $50 to begin with.
Okay. Did you say $50?
Yeah,
Okay, that should be fine.
and then if you continue using Stripe and it starts to scale, maybe that could go up to 250. Or hopefully we would just implement Rave before then, and then the whole thing goes away.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay, great.
That's fine. That's fine. So we're saying $50 for the Stripe, right?
Yeah, $50 per month.
A month. That's okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much. That's okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
So yeah, so we're almost there now. So what next? Right.
There's a few things I know Jeff still needs.
The one thing I sent over a bunch of screenshots about the design, which I think looks great, by the way. I really like it. The only modification I'd recommend is changing the icon slightly.
The
So
icons?
just the icon. Let me show you. Let me find it. Just give me a second.
That's okay.
I think I.
You have it? I put it in the drive folder.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did.
Let me look. Okay, hold on.
Bring
I
it
can look
up.
at that. Hold on. Implementation. Oh yeah, I've got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay. You want to upload it?
Oh, I was just gonna share my screen,
Oh,
but
yeah,
I can do that too.
fine.
This one,
No,
right?
that's good. Yeah. So this is the icon wallet,
Yes.
and it gets displayed most often in the online meeting room in the top left corner, like where you see the little chat bubble.
Yes.
And when you hover on it, it says powered by IOTA Inc.
Exactly.
So the thing is with this icon, when it gets shrunk down, you can't read easy file because it's too small.
Mm.
So
Okay.
the recommendation, this is, and I'm not a designer, so this
Right.
is just an idea that you guys can decide to do whatever you want, would be to
Yeah.
take something like word D with the arrow through it.
Yeah.
Yep, just this part.
Oops, that's not what I want to do.
Yeah. The D. Yeah.
So just like
Like
that
that.
part of it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Take that, make it a square,
Yeah.
and then that makes something like that your icon.
Okay.
You'll be able to really see it, right? Even when it's
Yeah.
small.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
like the D arrow. It's like a unique brand element, I think.
Yeah, that'll look good. Okay.
And we're happy to do that for you if you want. Or you can get your whoever created the images to send us another one or we can leave it the way it is. It's totally up to you.
I think you muted too much background noise. Oh, there.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Do you
That's
want us
we'll
to
look
like just cut that out and show you how it looks, or do you want to send one?
Yeah, you could do that. I see that.
Because we can, what I can do, Wally, is we can get that, and then I can put that into your account, your trial account you're using now.
Okay.
You can see how it looks before you
Looks
decide.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. That'll be fine. That'll be fine.
Okay, we'll do that.
Thank you. That'll be fine.
All right. Yep. Okay. Okay. Is there anything else we should go over now that you can think of, Noam or Wally?
Let's just take a quick look at the status sheet.
Oh, right. Let me get that. Hold on here. Implement sheet review onboarding checklist. Okay, hold on. Let me share my screen. Okay, so this one, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So let's just run down. Icon, I think we're good. Plans, I think we're good now. We need to know what we're going to do with the support portal.
Right. I thought, Wally, you had sent something over to us in terms of how you wanted to handle support, I think, right? You have a link for us to.
Yeah. I mean, I think I did. We have a support email. Did I do that? So this support comes in like a page, right? Is it?
It's part of well, I guess the easiest way is, let me go to my, oh shoot, sorry. My dashboard. So when your users have a help section here on their dashboard, where does that go? And how are you handling tickets? What do you want this page to look like for Easy Dial?
Just like this, sir. Just put the numbers here.
Well, that's a whole other discussion then, because we.
Do you have this ready made?
Yeah.
Yeah. So all I need to do is to, I'll just change the contact us. Put in one of our numbers there that comes to the office, and I'll put in an email address that goes to the support staff. Basically, those will be the two things. And then, of course, the FAQs are the same. If you give us a file, we could change them and adapt them for Easy Dial. But I think you've done this so well that we can only just copy this.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good.
Okay, Cara will leave some about that then, and then you can answer the email. That's great. What about all the marketing material for the mobile apps in terms of descriptions and stuff?
I don't think we have that in terms of like the descriptions for the plans, or
No, for the descriptions for what will appear in the mobile app, like in Google Play and iTunes.
Oh no, I don't think we have anything for that. I don't believe we got that back.
Okay, so we should resend.
Still working on it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then And make sure, Cara, when you send that over to Wally, that we include what we have for Callbridge, right?
Yeah, sure.
And then we've got the technical contact, so we'll have Ian and I can't remember his name.
Shola.
Shala.
Shola. Yeah.
We need to get them to connect on the DNS and the SSL certificate. So you could help with that, Cara.
Yep.
Stripe, we've got sorted out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have a Google Analytics account that you want to update?
Yes, we do. We have a Google account. We want that. Yeah.
Okay, so then we'll need. I think it's just there's a particular ID that we'll need to be able to have all of the web visitors, everyone who visits the app tracked in Google.
Okay.
So, and again, Cara, we should have specific documentation for him so you know exactly what ID it is.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'll follow up on that.
And then, so you guys have a Google account that you to Google, like, sorry, add app to the Play Store.
Yes, we created that, and
right.
we also should have one for the iStore.
Perfect. Okay, so then we'll send you specific instructions, but I guess maybe it'll be Shala. We'll have to create developer accounts for us so that we can create mobile builds and have them there for you to publish.
Okay. Okay.
What about the email forwarding list? Is that for the support tickets, things like that? What is?
One of the things that we need to do for the easy dial domain, we need to have all easy dial domains into our application, and that's to be able to support people who RSVP to schedule be able to get those and update the application and let the host know who's RSVP.
Okay.
So it means that like any emails that you have, like the easy dial domain, is that a domain that you're already using for something else to do with email?
No. It's strictly for this.
Okay, perfect. So it just means if you wanted any at easydial.ng emails to go to you guys, then we just need a list of what those emails are and we'll set up forwarding.
Okay.
But it doesn't sound like you're using that, so I don't think it'll be a thing.
Okay.
And I think so. We just need to have Cara help make sure Walter has the details we need to be able to easily get us all these back.
Right. Okay.
But I think we overcome all of the more complicated bits. All of this stuff is pretty straightforward. It just needs some attention from both sides.
Yeah. Same here. I mean, the Stripe and the plans were the more difficult ones. The technical ones should be easier to do. Yeah. It should be easier to do.
Okay, great.
Okay.
It's been a fruitful one, is it? It's been a fruitful one.
Yeah.
It's been a
Yeah. Good. Excellent.
yeah. It's been a,
Okay. Great.
yeah.
I'll send follow-ups on everything, and
Okay.
we'll go from there.
That's fine. That's fine.
All right.
Great.
Thanks, Wale.
Wale.
Thanks, Film.
Thank you
Have a
so
good rest
much,
of the day,
Caroline.
Wale.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Yeah. You too. Thank you very much.